Hey there everybody, and welcome back to my Lone Wolf gameplay series for Going Medieval. I'm Icon, and this is episode 16 of Kidderminster. We are today facing the first day of winter. It's really friggin' cold outside there, minus 20 degree, and let's hope that everybody will be fine during these times of winter. So first off, again, shout out to all the useful comments lately. Somebody mentioned that I can't just double click those braziers. It's easier said than done, but thanks for that info. It really helps a ton when you have to select a lot of them. It's really cool to know. And today, what we're going to do today, we're going to build and configure the kitchen correctly. And after that, I want to get some orientation towards where we're headed next. What will be the next goals, you know? So lavish meals need herbs and food, and a normal meal needs that. What's preservatives? What's that? Vinegar or salt. Ah, finally, there's a usage for the salt. I was wondering for quite some time what usage salt would have, but now I know. So we're going to assign a couple of meals. Settlers are suffering from cold. Yes, I know, Forthred. Eric. It is quite brutally cold, but what can we do? We now finally got an opportunity to cook proper meals like that. I'm happy with that. So how bad is the cold for him? Cold, motor function minus 15%. Well, probably... Oh wow, the kitchen does create heat? Could that be? Well, yeah, heat output. While it's cooking, it produces heat. Nice to know. I'm really happy the devs took care about things like these. I like that a lot, you know. Settlers are exhausted. Yeah, you guys can go and be exhausted. I'm okay with that. So, well, Kidderminster is pretty much at the point where I say the most of the work is done. We are now working towards the higher tiers of technology. But overall, I see us progressing here really, really well. I mean, the goal for this series, after all, was to reach the end of the tech tree, which is easier said than done. That's one thing that I really gotta admit. Decorative banners. What do we have here? That is quite beautiful. Can't deny. Wooden weaponry. What can we get there? Flails and two-handed flails. Well, not that super interested. Okay. Well, the cold is a bit of a problem for everybody. But I really don't know what I could do more for them. I mean, the winter clothing they got is not really good. Sturdy is just a tad bit better than flimsy. So... And we have lots of people wearing flimsy clothes. But sadly, since there's no merchant type of interaction in this game so far, I really, well, the only thing you can do basically with these with the clothing there was that we could just dismantle the bad ones and reconstruct them. Sorry guys, that's a new one. I haven't seen the Ferocious Swarm yet. So hostile animals are running into our premises. 17 wolves. Holy, that's a lot. Seriously a lot. I wonder what they do. I mean... Are they going to attack the base or anything like that? Well, we're going to take care of that nevertheless. It's quite warm today, so we're going to get the hunters together and then see what we can do to these beasts. All right. Let's see if my people are going to auto automatically attack these beasties. Oh yeah, they do. Ah, so good. I mean, this is basically free food, and 17 wolves are a lot of food. And a lot of leather. No, we just need to survive that. But since it's not even too cold outside right now, I mean 9 degree, during the night time it's not really too cold. Cool. Ha! Take that, wolves. Most interestingly, the animal handling skill is rising while doing this. Johama is exhausted. Well, can't really allow her to go away now. It's way too important for us to take down all of them. Okay. All the aggressive animals have been dealt with. Okay. So now we have 17 bodies to process. Holy moly, that's a lot. I really think that's extremely good for us, because this will expand our food stocks by a massive amount. So is anybody here assigned to tailoring? So Teothic is actually supposed to be my tailor, but he's also crafting wooden items right now. So, well, with this game, I gotta say, this is different than RimWorld. With RimWorld, you have only the crafting skill, and due to that, one person can only level up crafting and be a master at everything. Here, due to the fact that you have tailoring and carpentry and smithing, I really noticed that it's way smarter to specialize your workforce way more than I did here so far. I don't think that I played that well. That's all I want to say. But I am able to forgive myself. So, we're going to last through that winter now quite easily. These wolves were basically a gift, you know. With these wolves, we got now more than enough food to get through the winter easily. So every wolf is 35 meat, as it seems. So we're very fine off. I don't know, today I want to minimize the construction work a little bit. I want to take care that we are working a little bit on different things these days. So are they putting meals down there, or does it only look like that? Food. No, it's just raw stuff. Okay. So basically, you know what? We're going to drop a stockpile into the kitchen for meals. So this way, everybody who wants some food can just go over into the kitchen and grab some grub. I think that's a good thing to do. Alright. I even doubt that I will be able to process all those wolves in time. That's, I think that's more than they can take. So, the cold would be really frightening me. Whoa, wait a second. Why is this room so cold? If we wouldn't have wanted to say, this would be way more frightening if the rooms weren't that warm, but I think the second story here makes it colder, I guess. Well, let's see what happens when we drop down a third brazier, because I mean this room is also hosting Johama, so this better be warm. This winter is hitting us way harder than the winter months before, gotta say. And let's see, we got cabbage and carrots. I really got not enough herbs. That's something I want to do next year. But first we need to survive until next year, that is. But I dare say we make really good progress so far. What's research doing, by the way? So food preservation, packaged meals, fermenting, vinegar, chemistry needs the better stuff. So what cap did I configure on that one? 30. So as a matter of fact, I want to unlock the last tier of research first. Because, you know, I don't want to be locked out from anything. What does chemistry do? Simple healing kit, advanced healing kit. I see. And we unlock the apothecary bench. Valuable, in my opinion. What do we have here? Mail armors, I see. Furniture tier 2. Quality tables. That's all? Okay. Steel ingots. Hatchets and great axes. Maces. The sword. Crossbows tier 1. Crossbows tier 2. Ooh. Heavy crossbow. Well, this is also very tempting to research the crossbow, but I want to research the next tier of technology first because I have 2 people who are good at science, and therefore having 3 tables will make sure that 2 scientists will always be busy with something. And right now, with 2 tables and 2 scientists, as you see here, I already have the 30 Chronicles that I have as a cap, and the other guy is not working anymore. I don't like that. I imagine that if we do it the other way around, I will have a higher work time, if that makes sense. So I'd say it's about time to think about a church. I was considering that since a while ago, and today we're going to make it happen. So let's see how we're going to pull it off. I want to do this building here. So I have an idea. Alright, we're going to put down a reinforced door because, you know, this is supposed to be a safe house after all. And we're going to put down some... Yeah, why not? Let's put it down as a clay brick wall here. And then we're going to do another building over here. Well, it won't be looking as beautiful as the other one does, but whatever. So the clay room for the Oak Brethren and the limestone one for the Restitutionists, that was the basic thought behind this construction. Because I felt like it would be cool if they had something which reflects their way of life properly, you know. So let's see, can I do half roof this time? Limestone. So let's see how this will look like. Pretty sure it will look crappy, but who cares? I'll give it a try. And this half will be like that. Alright, so almost minus 30 degree outside. This winter kicks way harder than the last one. So this building here just seems to need more braziers. So stone buildings are harder to keep warm, I guess. And the smaller the room, the easier it is to stay warm. Just the usual basics apply. Alright, Eric is hitting level 35 in construction now. So also thanks to that somebody who told me that settlers cap out at level 50 on a certain skill. That was a very interesting information as well for me. Thanks for that. So we're going to put down some flooring on top of these. Building can't be reached. Well, they will be able to reach it once they have closed the fissure. There we go. Really like how building stuff works in this game. It's a very, very enjoyable process. Once you get behind the layer management, scrolling up and down with the layers was very, very anti-intuitive when I started out with this game. But beyond that, I really do enjoy how the elements work here. Considering that this is a early access version, the first early access version, pretty surprised and impressed. So that doesn't necessarily look too churchy, but whatever. Whatever. We'll take it. Okay. So, oh yeah, we got the tier 3 research. The advanced research table needs mechanical components. Okay, so Guthlaf, your expertise is needed more than ever. But he's already at smithing 13, so... Does he also gain smithing XP while crafting metals? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. Okay, so this is also an option to train your smith, to just let them craft tons of metal. Good to know. So we're going to produce a couple of swords again, so Guthlaf is not bored. Yeah, okay, so that's where my trick did not work out as intended. But, well... That's one thing I came up with lately, that the next time I would restart a settlement, I would pay way more attention to having a level 20 smith at the beginning of your game. Like, I feel like that's making your life so much easier. Probably, in my opinion, the skill cap of 26 for the mechanical components is a little bit harsh as well. Who knows? So here we go, advanced research table. We're going to place that blueprint down into the library nevertheless. Because, you know, one day we will produce wild theses in here. Metal traps. Well, at least Guthlaf is busy. Alright, I never checked out how much smithing XP they gain when they create one item, but considering how long he works, must be quite some time. So, what would we need to here? So, kitchen, workshop. Okay, the bed does destroy the workshop. Workstations boost production speed, yeah, got that. Library, they need bookshelves to get that, okay. Whoops, that was the wrong button. Here. Rooms overlay. Okay. So, Oak Brethren Temple, I see. Oak Brethren wall decoration. Wall bookshelf. So decorational items are necessary to get the room designators, I see. Can't say I appreciate that system, but well, if it works like that, it works like that. I personally feel like the workbench should be already enough to designate something as a workshop, and I heavily disagree with a bed destroying the workshop designator, because you know, that's what people did back in those days. They were living at the place where they were working. That's very medieval. Basically, maybe it is bad for the game's mechanics. I don't know. I can't really speak for that. But judging from what people did in those times, it's very anticlimactic that people can't have their sleeping place at the place where they work. But, well, don't want it to be too nitpicky. It just means that decorative items are very, very important for us here at this point. Okay. But the decorative banners technology will be researched in no time. We are only one chronicle away from that. Come on, write it! Ah, here we go. So, with that available, we don't get a notification that we have new decoration items here. Interesting. Whatever. So the library can now be a library with wall bookshelves, right? Right. So can't be placed, can only be placed on a wall element or ground voxel. I don't really understand the problem here. Ah, I must see the wall. So basically this is a true pane to place in the bottom level. Okay, but that trick should work. Now we seem to need some wood to make that happen. Let's make that happen. Alright. Then, happy birthday, Goothlove. Let's see where we get there. Okay. Pressure on my people ain't that high yet. Like, in this game you don't face too many threats too quickly that you can't resolve very easily. But I gotta say that last attack was kind of spooky though, because overall I really noticed that things were a lot more difficult when the enemy is capable of shooting back. I mean, goes without saying, but you get my idea, I guess. Before that it was very easy to cheat on the enemies, and I don't like that so far, gotta admit. But well, there's also quite the difficulty to resolve these things otherwise. I do understand that. Okay then. So probably we should just build a housing block over here, or something like, or one housing block over here and one over here to get the people out of the rooms and make workshops out of that. Because I'm pretty sure that, yeah, production speed from the designated room is worth a lot. I assumed as much. I really assumed as much. So let's see. Ah, here's some readout of the condition of that room. Heating, floor isolation, roof isolation, wall isolation, total isolation, I see. Now that helps a ton to understand how things working here. Okay. How much raw meat does the settlement own? Wonder if we already chopped down all the wolves, but I guess we did. I guess we already did. So, Now we can't do this restitutionist shrine thing. Smokehouse. Well, not interested, thanks. So we need this as a... Oh, we can make these out of stone now. Awesome. The structure can't be placed there. And then we're placing it there. Ooh. Me confused now. Let's try it nevertheless. So we need 2 Church of Restitutionist wall decorations to get that done. Okay. Okay. Ugh. So these things are still a real pain to place. Okay, but that should now be working. Okay. Once that building itself is done, we're going to do something for the other church as well. But I feel like it's looking neat in there. Now the only thing we need now is a fireplace. Let's put down some stone braziers here, because this whole church is quite stony. Well, a little bit weirded out by the looks of this. Oh, look at that. We even got icicles on this one. I do dig that. Wow, cool stuff. I really love the little details like that. Never noticed that, but certainly do appreciate it. Okay, nice. Looks like we're again out of wood. My god. This place is always out of wood, basically. Well, maybe that's an over-exaggeration, but I feel like we really do end up out of wood quite often. Okay. So I really need to monitor Goofluff's workforce as much as I can the next time, to make sure that we can create mechanical components as quick as possible. But we are at a good way, I must say. Ooh, we get a cold snap now. That's brutal. So let's see. That's, by the way, the reason why I put down so much heating in my rooms in general, because I want to be prepared for cold snaps like these. So, can we please construct these extra braziers in here? Because I somehow know that this room wasn't too cozy yet. So... the isolation of this room is horrible, and that's why things are going down like that. Well, inside the huts it's still quite nice and cozy after all. And how's life in my freezer? So this place is insanely good isolated. The only place which is not good isolated is the floor. Well, not too surprised about that. Settler wounds need tending. Okay. Johanna is needing rescue here. She's she got ambushed by the cold, basically. Michelle is unconscious. So people are running around outside too long. And Forthrid has broken down now too. But, my dude, you aren't... Are you? Your clothing is supposed to keep you safe there for quite some time. So, Eric is suffering from hypothermia too. Yeah, this is really getting out of hand. So, we can send Tio for that one. Let's just hope that nobody will die here. So, Forthridge shouldn't be dying here, though, because it's warm enough inside. Yeah. It's getting back there. Settlers are starving. Okay. But at least we got enough food there to not instantaneously die. Wound sneak tending. Well, somebody will get there at some point. Okay, so we're going to save that crisis off for the next episode. Thanks for watching, guys. Drop your comments down below. Leave a thumbs up on that video if you liked it. And as usual, check out my channel if you like that type of content. I do daily videos. Just subscribe and don't miss anything by pushing that notification bell. Catch you guys next time and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.